Hey everybody, thank you again for joining me for another episode of the Tamara Tamu Collective where dreams have no filter. So this is part 2 of our series that we're doing on the power of our words, the power of our voice, and getting back to that. The reason I am doing this is because I don't feel like it gets talked about enough. So what do when you want to hear something that you're not hearing or that you're not seeing? You just do it yourself. So that's what I'm doing. And so I'm not sure how long the series is going to be, how many parts, but let's just get into it. So if you watched part 1, I ended with what happens when we start to move into adulthood, and even through adolescence, through teen years, through adulthood. What happens to that knowing, to that confidence that we had when we were children? Confidence in knowing that if we focus on something long enough, our imagination, we eventually got it. In some form, fashion, some way or another. We just knew. Okay, so what happens? And I ended the first part with that. So what happens? So we move into adulthood, right? And so you're going to see me look down because I have just a few notes because I don't want to miss anything here. So we move through life, and then because part of the human experience is to experience life. Whether those experiences come with happiness, sadness, whether it comes with, good surprises, bad surprises, failures, success, we move through those experiences. And because what happens is, because we have been disconnected from that power, we have been disconnected from our intuition, because we have been disconnected from the power that we have to speak our imagination, to speak our vision, then we give those outside circumstances power over us. Then we either tell ourselves or we hear from other people, well, you just have to toughen up. And you just take what life gives you. Sometimes you have to struggle for a long time to get to what you want. We hear those things, and part of that, you are going to hear me use this word over and over again throughout this series, or probably just any video on this channel. But programming, it's part of programming. Limited programming, which hence leads to limited beliefs, okay? So we go through all that, right? And so we start to settle, and then we start to almost cave into those circumstances as if, okay, well, I must not have any power on the inside of me. All of my power is out there somewhere. All of the power is in the circumstances. All of the power is in my environment, which is not true. Okay? Which is not true. And we know that because while we are moving through life, while we're, telling ourselves we have to toughen up, telling ourselves that it's just something we have to accept, telling ourselves, oh, we just accept what life gives you. In the back of our mind, though, there is a tug. I call it the power tug. It's that power that we've put on the shelf, that we've hid underneath the bed, that we've shoved away in a closet. It's knocking, it's tugging at you, it's pulling at you, and you know it, you feel it. and it's saying, hey, I'm still here. Your senses are showing you one thing, but that power tug is saying, well, I can show you something else. And that something else is that vision that you still hold, because that's the miraculous thing. That's the one thing that I think is so, 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 so powerful about us as cosmic beings, as souls in this body, is that even though we can go through the winding roads of life, whatever you want to call it, we can go through things that make us cry. We can go through things that hurt us. We can go through things that do feel like a failure. Yet still know that there's still some knowing there that we have power to not just survive it, but to thrive. Okay? So that power tug is saying, hey, listen, you're an alchemist. The circumstance cannot topple you. The circumstance, it may feel like it, but it cannot. The circumstance can't pile itself on you and make you powerless. That power tug is saying, wait a minute. There's opportunity in this. Start opening up your mouth and speaking what you want. You are the alchemist in this situation. You are the alchemist in your life. Start saying what you want. You are the alchemist in this. You are the alchemist in your life. And I'm repeating that on purpose. So the power tug is there. So once that happens, if we allow that to happen, right? What begins to happen is that our brain starts to rewire, to remember, so that we can remember our cosmic nature to create. Okay, so here's the thing. So like I said before, the power play is in your voice, right? So it's really important. Here's where I want to bring in the conversation about our emotions. So I mentioned how, the experiences and circumstances, outside circumstances, they bring on or can trigger, whatever term you want to use, they can bring about emotions. All right. And emotions don't cancel out our power. The power that we're not using, it says, oh, wait a minute, you're feeling angry right now, so it's not available to you. Oh, guess what? You're sad now, so now your identity as an alchemist is now canceled out. That's not what happens. When we talk about using our power, the power to create, the power in our voice, the power to speak what we want, it's not about ignoring the emotions. Okay? It's not about that at all. So you can go from, let's say you're sad. All right. Let's say that you're sad about your life. And let's say that this day that you're watching this, you're not feeling the greatest. So it could be difficult, maybe not. But let's just say, just for the sake of this example, it could be difficult to go from, oh, I'm feeling sad, to within 5 minutes, go to feeling just happy and elated. That's a huge step. But the power play, the power tug says, hey, you may be feeling sad, not that you are sad because that's not your identity. You notice the feeling there. You may be feeling sad, but use your voice to say, yes, I notice the sadness, but I also know I can get to feeling content, to being content. And notice I didn't say, yes, I'm feeling the sadness and I can go to being elated. Just getting to being content, that right there is you recognizing your power and using your power. Okay. So when we talk about, and I'm going to get into this more on the next video, because I want to keep these bite size, because there's a lot. So paying attention to your emotions is not about taking these big jumps. It's just sometimes there's just as much power as taking a big jump as there is in taking incremental steps. So I'm going to wrap this second part up. So we talked about what happens when we move from childhood to adults. We start to let life circumstances become our compass. Is that the word I want to use? We let it become our compass. We let that take our focus off of our internal power, and we start giving things outside of us more power. So that's what happens. That's the first draw, okay? But at the same time, we have that power tug that's still waiting for us to pick up. It doesn't go away. We don't cancel it out. And knowing that all of those circumstances, even though they bring emotions, because we are the alchemists, we can take those emotions and flip them into something more positive, that we can actually take sadness, look at that, examine it, and just know that, okay, I don't have to sit here. I don't have to sit in it. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this. Know that the power play is still there. The power play is in your voice. Okay, it's in your words. It's what you speak. All right, so thank you for joining me. Until next time, cheers.